Okay, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out again. In and out through the nose, breathing in and breathing out again. Today I am going to give a reflection about what is my life purpose. Now, as with many of these talks, it was always kind of coming back to what am I going through in my own life, what's coming up for me. So today the reflection is about life purpose. When we start on the spiritual journey, the inner journey, we get to a point where it's like, well, what am I meant to be doing here? And I thought I would reflect on that today from my own experience and what's been coming up for me over the last few years. And reminding myself, what to remember. In the West, in the world, we have this feeling we need to be doing something, we need to be serving, we need to be giving. And yet my understanding is that we don't really understand what's going on. We know that we process, between 10 and 30 bits of information consciously, and yet unconsciously we're processing up to 3 to, depends who you talk to, 30 million bits of information unconsciously. That means that we don't really know what's going on. So when we say, I want to follow my life purpose, we don't truly know if that's what is for our highest good. It's usually coming from ego. And that's something which has come up for me quite a bit over the past few years. Originally, I thought of myself as a teacher, thinking, I'm going to teach people meditation or teach people that. Until I just got to the point where I just got to drop it. That was the ego saying, I am this or I am that. And in my own life I started to do more things like labouring or physical work. And it was really good for me to come from the background I do, from working in London and in banking, to just drop it all and say, actually no, I'm shoveling horse poo, or I'm a labourer, or I dig holes, I do physical work. It was really good for me to drop the ego. So my question then would be, is that my life purpose, to dig holes? And I was reading Eckhart Tolle's book, A New Earth, over the past few weeks. And in it he talks about life purpose, and he says that it has 2 key levels. And the first level, and the primary level, is presence. That is our life purpose. So it is to be present in this moment with whatever is. So it means that if you're shoveling horse poo, then that is your life purpose. It's to be present doing that. If it is to listen to this now, this is your life purpose. Primarily to be listening. 100% giving of yourself, really being here now. If it's to work in an office, one of the reflections Eckhart Tolle received was, is this my life purpose, to work in an office for the rest of my life? And he's saying, no, your life purpose is to work in an office now. And I think we struggle with that in the West, because the ego goes, no, I can't do that, I've got to be more, I've got to be serving, I've got to be doing this, I've got to be doing that. And primarily, no. What we have to be doing is here. I am sitting, I am talking. I'm feeling the wind on my cheek and my head. I am hearing. and breathing. That is the primary purpose of us being here on Earth. It's no more difficult than that. And yet the ego, Piers cross, it's like, no, but I've got to be this, I've got to be that, I've got to, make a difference in the world, I want to really be of service, It's like, that just comes from ego. And over the past few weeks, I've been really noticing what a big ego I've got. The pain tapes, the pain stories, it's like the need to be in drama. But that's not me. And when we return to presence, when we return to, feeling our feet on the earth, when we return to breathing, being here in this moment with what is, that means if I'm angry, that's my life purpose. I'm feeling angry in this moment. And then we let it go, we drop it, we come back to the next moment. Oh, whatever it was that triggered me, it's gone. And I've been likening that to a teaching I heard once about flexibility. As humans, it's important for us to be as flexible as possible. And that truly is presence. We're with what is, now, and now, and now. Oh, so this has come up. Oh, and now I'm here, now. And I believe it was one of Eckhart Tolle's stories in his book, and he was talking about this Zen master who lived in a townhouse next door to a family with a teenage girl. And the Zen master, people would come from all over the place and come and pay respects and receive teachings from him. Now one day, the next door neighbour's child, the girl, fell pregnant. And when asked, the parents were really upset who the father was. The young girl said, it's the Zen master, he's the father. And the parents was horrified, and when the child was born, they gave the child to the Zen master, says, this is yours. And the Zen master said nothing. And a few months so, the Zen master took care of this boy. A few months later, the girl felt very guilty and actually said, well, no, actually, the father of the child is this boy here who works on the market. And the parents were horrified, and they went to apologise and took the baby back, and the Zen master just kind of nodded, didn't say anything, because he was just being with what is. And yet, because of our egos, because of our kind of life paths, we go into stories. Oh, it shouldn't be done, this shouldn't be it. Rather than just letting go, being flexible, being here, being now. So that is our primary life purpose. So if you're thinking, what am I meant to be doing? This is what we're meant to be doing. This is the primary. Number one is to be present, to be flexible. Eckhart Tolle talks about the second level, about what the secondary level is a life purpose, and what I liken it to is what inspires me. But what Eckhart Tolle was saying is that the second level, the life purpose, if you're not being present, then no matter what you're doing, even if you're inspired, it's not your life purpose, because you're not truly giving, you're not being present. And there's a saying in the Vedic traditions about the path is the destination. And I love, it's joy. It's coming back to that joy. The simplistic things, looking at a blade of grass, looking at how beautiful it is. Rather than trying to get there, it's like just being now. And when we're in this space, this real presence, then things start to unfold, things start to happen, we get inspired, we meet the people, and it's like we find ourselves in the situations and the places we're meant to be. Success is not the trappings of the Western world that we think that, it's the house, the family, the children, the car. That is not success. Success is joy. That is how you tell if you're successful. And I'll be honest, I struggle with that one. I go into my stories. I go into my pain tapes. And yet those pain tapes are also my blessing. Because I have to pull up the teachings. I have to really read this stuff. I have to really come back that, wow, it's actually quite hard for me to be present. The modern world with the Facebooks and with the emails, it's like it doesn't gift us presence. It gives us being somewhere else, going somewhere else, rather than being in nature, being outside. Affords us that. And the things which help us with the first level of presence is meditation. It's our yoga practices, our exercise, our breathing techniques. Those are all things which really assist us in coming back into the moment and being present. Feeling the physicalness of the body. So to find yourself on your life purpose takes like that. It's just to come back to this moment. Look around the room now. You are now following your life purpose. You are here. It's a glorious thought. And through that presence, we start to birth this new humanity. We're 2015 now. Great changes are happening. And you are part of this awakening. And when we awaken to this moment, you're there. Blessings to you. Blessings to you.